Hey, what's up everybody? This is 1920 Gaming, this is FIFA 20 Career Mode, this is Season 2 of the Kilmarnock Career, and we are coming back off the back of a really good successful season last season. Was it a fluke season? I don't know, I guess we'll find out this season. Few things to note, if you've seen the last couple of episodes you all already know. If not, it's worth going back and checking them out right now. First thing to note is that we did go and successfully win our European pre-season tournament. Second thing is we have made some changes to the team, as you all no doubt have seen if you did see the previous videos. One marquee signing that's probably going to be with us for the rest of this journey, and there's a few coming as well around him. And we find ourselves right at the beginning of a new season, and our first game once again, just as it was last season, is against Rangers. Before we get into that though, I'll put up on the screen now just what happened during the close season. Like I said, there's a few come in, a few gone out, so yeah, it's been quite eventful in that respect. I'll show you the team obviously later on in the episode. But before all of that good stuff though, guys, I just want to once again take the time out to thank you for giving me your time. I really appreciate it. It's been a while since I've recorded, so yeah, I'm really happy to be back and have the time to once again do this today. And I just can't wait to get going, so let's not waste any more time and let's jump into the meat of the episode. So as promised, here is a look at the team as it sits right now after everything that happened during close season and indeed the pre-season. The players in the reserves, except probably Friesel, are players that I'm looking to move on. The bench is the bench that finished the game in the pre-season tournament. So as you can see, we've got Troy, Lewis on the bench, Powers on the bench, Wilson's on the bench, Dicker, Finley and McKay. We've got Miles Robinson and Akore who's come in now as our centre-back partnership. We've got Valenzuela at left-back. We still have O'Donnell at right-back. We've got Tonali, who's now the club captain. We've got Yearwood next to him as well. And then we've got Thomas, we've got Ince, we've got Campbell, and we've still got Cameron with us as well. So that is the team as it looks right now. It's still obviously subject to change. We'll have to see what happens with that one. Obviously, as you'll know, the transfer window is still open at the moment, so there is room for change. And we've got scout reports coming in, we've got offers for players. So yeah, there's still plenty of room for change at the minute. There might be some, there might be none. I've not really decided yet. It's one thing to play in pre-season, it's another thing to be playing competitive games. So it's just a brief look at what is at the moment on the shortlist. We've added a few more. Just as I keep thinking of players, like I said, I think I touched on it last season. As they come to my mind, as they spring to my mind, I'll keep adding them to the shortlist, getting scout reports on them. If it's players that seem unrealistic, it's okay, because that doesn't mean that we're going to sign them right now. If it's players that we can get right now that would improve the squad straight away, obviously we'll look to bring those players in. But I'll just keep adding and adding to the shortlist, just as you would do in real life really. I want to have a good look at everyone that springs to mind. As yet at the moment, when we've done transfer business, we've had the scout reports for a while. We've seen how players are progressing. I've even been keeping an eye on whether their overalls have gone up while they've been on the shortlist and things like that. So yeah, we're having a proper good look in depth at the players. We're not rushing into nothing, and I believe that is the way to continue to go. One other thing that I just want to mention as well, as we're building up towards the first game of the episode now, is I touched on in one of the episodes last season that if we did finish second and things continue to progress faster than I would like them to, that I would mess with the sliders and this, that and the other. And during pre-season I have been tweaking the sliders around, and I will continue to do that. I'm not going to show them just yet, just because I don't know whether we're at the right place, whether we're anywhere near the right place, or this, that and the other. But I just want to reassure you that I've not gone up to Ultimate because of the fact that I think the way that Ultimate was updated is a bit of a joke, really. So we're going to stick on Legendary. I feel that we were in a good place on Legendary before all the updates come. But we got used to it with Warsaw, and it become a bit too easy, probably towards the end of that career mode as well, to be honest. So yeah, I evaluated things in the first season, which I think was sensible, and it was slightly too easy. We're supposed to be rebuilding this club back up, so to finish second in the first season is a bit more than I wanted. So we're going to continue to make the game harder until we find the sweet spot, really. And this will be a good measure of where we are with that, and also where in the career mode we are with the improvements that we've made at this very point last season, the very beginning of this career mode. This was our very first game. It was Rangers. We knew nothing about the team, nothing about the tactics, nothing about any of the players. We got no experience with them whatsoever, and we still managed a 1-1 draw. So I've got high hopes, and with high hopes, high expectations, really, I suppose. Obviously we don't really know what Rangers have done during their first season, but I feel like we've come on leaps and bounds. We got our system sort of dialed in now. We've got players that are young, fresh, exciting. We've got our new club captain today as well, Tonali. He was our marquee signing, really, in the pre-season. We were promised the funds from the chairman, and to be fair to him, he delivered straight away. I kind of did blow it all on one player, yes, but I really like Tonali. I've not used him on or off camera in career modes, so it'll be my first time using him. I like the look of him. He's well rounded, he's young, and he's somebody who is going to stick around for the remainder, for at least while we're at Kilmarnock anyway, which is another reason why I gave him the armband. As you can see, we did go with our 4-2-3-1 today, and Rangers have stuck with their 4-3-2-1 that they played last season. Again, I don't see Kent there. Oh, there he is. I was going ahead of myself there. He's on our shortlist. I'm not going to weaken Rangers and sign him, but for those of you who was around last season, we did actually play Rangers a couple of times and he didn't play, and that made me think, has he moved? Obviously he hasn't, so as much as I would like to sign him, I don't want to weaken my opponents. I think there's an element of cheating probably in that. So yeah, he stays where he is for now. If he had have moved on and then I'd have signed him off somewhere else, I think that would have been absolutely fine. And Okore there straight away gets his name taken by the ref, and Rangers have a free kick in a good area here as well as a result of that. See what Fabrizio can do with it. He's actually not going to take it by the looks of it now, or is he? He is, and he's hit it straight at the keeper. So yeah, we'll see how we got on against Rangers. Like I said, just bear in mind that last time we got completely outplayed. We were just defensively solid, and we managed a 1-1 draw in this fixture last season. We got a good couple of runs being made off the ball here now. Straight away, Ince is in, and Ince puts it straight in the back of the net, and we're just 6 minutes into the game, 1-0 up. It's our first attack, and wow, didn't see that coming at all. Ince just muscled his way in there. He finished the season strong for us last season. Made a huge difference when we sold Brophy and McKenzie. Keeper thinks we're going to try and chip it over him. Ince is like, no, I'm just going to slot it down the side of you, and I'm going to open my account for this season. And that is exactly what I want to see. What a start. And that is beautifully worked out of there by Rangers. They really played that quickly across their back line as well. It was risky, but they did it so well, and I can see a run being made to the back post. They decided not to go for it, and we cut that one out. And can we get on the counter now? Nope, because their press is so high that we didn't even have time to take a touch before they were on us. We've managed to head that one clear though there with Miles. Good header from him, good distance on it, and gets it out of danger, sort of. They're moving it quickly again here now though. I thought there might be a shot there, but instead they just play the extra pass. It works a treat for them, and just like last season, you take the lead against one of the old firm, they come straight back at you before you've even had a chance to enjoy it really. I thought he'd shoot there, goes for the extra pass. It's a good ball across the box, and Fabrizio, who I think is a new signing for them, I'm not 100% on that though, manages to bang one in against us. And it is already as it finished at the beginning of last season, sorry. So I doubt that it's going to be 1-1 again. That's a good interception from us there. Cameron's just holding it up nicely now. Can instantly reply. He can't, it's blocked. Rangers bring the ball away again. They've actually managed to come away with that as well after there was a bit of a block there. That is a great bit of link-up play between the two up front there for Rangers. Kent turns back though. Oh, he's just pulling out the tricks now as well. They're playing with so much confidence at the minute, Rangers. It's a bit disheartening, to be honest. But I'm guessing that's what the new sliders are doing for them as well. As if they weren't good enough already. Yearwood's bringing this forward though nicely here. Can Cameron get on the end of this? He can, you know, but he can't do nothing with it, and it's nearly half time already. Just like 7 or 8 minutes left of the half. This first half has gone really, really quick. If we can just nick the ball off them when they're doing that, we're going to be straight in on goal. But they move it, like I said, at such pace, with such confidence, it's really difficult. And Tavernier again coming forward here, that's a great tackle there, especially with him being on a yellow card from Akure. And can we go quickly now? We can't, and we're in trouble here now. We really are in trouble. That's a great bit of defending though from Miles there. And Cameron loses it straight away. We need this ball to stick when it goes up front. It's not really at all, because the goal was our first attack. So yeah, we've improved as a squad. We played really well. We actually beat Rangers towards the end of last season, if you remember, although they did knock us out of the cup after we beat them. So yeah, they did beat us then. But we did play well against them in the league. We beat them, I think it was 2-1 or something like that. But yeah, as much as we've improved, it appears that they have as well, or the sliders are in full effect, and this is a really difficult game at the moment. Either way, it's enjoyable. I've got this horrible feeling that if we don't get the sliders right, that we might just really run over some teams this season. But the way that it started, I feel like we're not far away already, because this game has been difficult, yes, and it should be. It's Rangers. But at the same time, it's not felt impossible. It's felt competitive, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. So yeah, if it carries on like this, we might have stumbled across the right sliders already. We've got Campbell in here at the moment though, and he's got a lot of room to work in here. Oh, it's come off the post. I thought Campbell might shoot himself, but no, he didn't just chuck it in the box though. He picked out into, he did win the header, but it come off the inside of the post. We need those to go in. We've got another chance here with Thomas now. That's a great cutback, but Cameron tries to get on his left before hitting it. He should really have hit that first time with the right foot, I feel. Rolls it nicely onto his left, but in the end it's a good block from their defender. Can we do anything with a corner now? We have got someone on the end of it, and I'm not sure if the keeper saved that or that was good defending on the post. Either way, it remains 1-1. But we've recycled the ball again with Ince, and we've got them pinned in just at the moment. We need to do something why we have got them here, because we didn't have them in this position very much during the first half. That's a nice back heel from Cameron, and Yearwood nearly found his way through. We signed him from Brentford, by the way. I'm really excited to use him because we've actually got a centre midfield pairing that I've never ever used on a FIFA before. So yeah, Yearwood's one. Well, Tonali's one for the future as well, but Yearwood is one for the future. He fits into our business model that we're trying to promote here at the moment, to signing and selling developed players. But Tonali's not in that bracket. Tonali's here for the long haul. Can we do something with this ball now? No, and speaking of Yearwood, here he is, and Tonali now plays a sensible ball back there because he was under pressure from the press. And he was there as well. I actually thought he was tripped, but the referee thought differently, and Rangers start popping it around again now. I'll tell you what, we've won that back in a decent area. It seems like the players have really woken up to what Rangers are trying to do at the moment. That is a great ball through if he's onside. He's put it away, but he's just off. He's just off. I thought the number 5 was playing him on, but no. I think his own speed took him offside there, to be fair. But yeah, Rangers are popping the ball about like there was in the first half, but they're not able to get anywhere near as high up the pitch with it at the moment. So we're doing alright at the minute, and we're doing more than alright right now because Ince has just got his second of the season, and there's only 12 minutes of the game to go. Don't tell me that we're actually going to manage to beat Rangers in the first competitive game of the season. It was a great little bit of play there. Parrott, sorry, has come on. I forgot to mention that, sorry. He's just took his time, picked his head up, didn't go for the shot, seen Ince in a better position, and that's what I want from my players this season. It's alright getting a lot of goals, but if there's someone in a better position, then I want the players to enjoy setting people up just as much as they're scoring. And yeah, there'll be goals for everybody then. That's a decent idea there from Campbell. Oh, hold on, I thought Parrott was going to get in there. But yeah, we've took a shocking lead there. I was just saying about how well we were pressing and stopping them getting up the pitch. We're doing that really well, and now we've got a lead to hold on to as well. Don't tell me we're going to get another one. It was a good idea again from Parrott there with a back heel, but it just didn't make it to his man. And we've really got Rangers on the ropes at the moment now. And again, they've put so much into this game, except for their subs. Pretty much everybody in the Rangers side's out on the feet. So when we do turn the ball over, we're able to spring with them on the counter attack. And yeah, they've not really got the legs to chase us back. So we're in a really healthy position here. But we have been here before last season, so we can't get ahead of ourselves just yet. But this would be some way to start the season. That's a good interception there, and this is what I'm on about. Can we get Thomas away now? Because Goldson, he's got more energy than the others, but he hasn't got much. And I think we've won a free kick here. We have. I'm just going to play it short and just see the time out now. Because again, this is going to be such a good start, a strong start to the season as well, if we can just hold on to this. We're just managing the game really well now. We didn't do enough of this last season, and we was giving away stupid leads. 3 points turned into a point, and at the end of the day, that could have been the difference between winning and losing the title. And we do pick up a 2-1 win against Rangers on the opening day of the season. Just going to show that we are going to be good at home this season. Really happy with our sliders because that was such a good, fun, competitive game. If the rest of the season goes the way this has gone, we're in for one hell of a ride this season. I'm really looking forward to it, really pumped up for it, and yeah, that is an amazing start, and it just continues to get better and better. As why we've just beat Rangers, Celtic have dropped points already against Hibs. It has come up all us so far on the opening day of the season. We're in a really strong position. Normally I don't do these. I've not done any, I don't think, at all last season. But yeah, just to keep the immersion going, I do want to I want to put stuff like this back in. And we're going to start today. I mean, what better place to start than when you've just beaten Rangers again on the opening day. Ince with his 2 goals secured the win. Ince was absolutely brilliant today. Cool head, composed, finds them passes that others can't. He's doing exactly what I bought him in for, and we managed to win a close match in the second half. It was a close match. It was a really good match. I really enjoyed it. But I would say maybe not in the first half, but definitely in the second half. We were the better team. We managed to make that count. When they were on top, they got the 1 goal. When we were on top in the second, we got the 2. So yeah, all in all, a good day. And after that, following that, as you can see, next up we've got Hamilton. But before that, someone wants to take Callum Walters on loan. Now, we bought him back because last season we didn't have a cover left back, so there's no way I'm loaning him back out and having that same problem again. If people want my players, they're going to have to buy them, and then we'll go and try and replace them. And there we go. We've got our full scout report now on Ryan Kent. But now I found out that he's at Rangers, I'm not looking to go and steal him away from them, like I said. And as you just saw, we're going into the Hamilton game. And during this game, as things stand right now, we are sitting above both Rangers and Celtic. 3 points above Rangers, 2 points above Celtic. So we don't need to be letting all of our hard work get... Oh, Parrott, I thought he was in there already. Yeah, we don't need to let all that hard work against Rangers go out of the window now. We need to continue what we started there. And we have started really well. Tonali's done well there. We've almost scored already with Parrott. Hamilton, we managed to beat them every time we played them last season. They didn't even score a goal past us. So again, it's a good match to follow the Rangers one with. One that I'm hoping that we can win today. And hopefully get a few goals as well. I mean, we started really well. The first 10 minutes we've almost got a goal. Parrott really probably should have scored. The ball was a bit behind him in his defence. But that should have happened within the first 5 minutes. And Hamilton really haven't had a kick of the ball in the first 10. So if we can carry on like this, we should definitely be beating these today. We've got so much more time and space on the ball than we had against Rangers. We've just got to make good use of it. That's a good whack clear from the Hamilton defender there though. And they've managed to keep possession from it as well. They've gone for the ball over the top, but again it's intercepted and we are really on the front foot at the moment. And that has carried on all the way till pretty much the hour mark. We have had chance after chance after chance, guys, and we might have another one here now with Ince, who was the goal scorer in the last game. Unfortunately couldn't steer this one in though. Their keeper has had a really good game. My mind keeps going back to that was a good save in itself, but that one in the first half for Parrott, 1-on-1, he done brilliantly there, and that is a good corner, you know. There's good pace on that. Unfortunately we got the header wrong. We tried to turn and then turn back there to take, I think it would have took all the defence out of the game, to be honest. But yeah, we have been on top, and I mean on top. We've done everything barring hit the back of the net. It's been a really frustrating afternoon in that sense. But again, I just want to comment on the sliders. We have dominated this game. You would expect us to dominate this game. Like I just said, the results, if we're being specific, last season we beat them 6-0, 4-0 and 2-0. So you would expect us to dominate this game based off that alone. And we are in a much better place with, I would say, better players than theirs. So that's another reason why you would expect us to dominate. But it has been a good game, and it's been really, really difficult to score. And that will be the sliders at work again. So I am starting to really think that they may be already in the right place, and that would be completely on accident. I've never ever messed with sliders and stuff like that before. So yeah, I'm hoping that we've got them right, and if the season continues in the vein that it is at the moment, I've properly enjoyed these first 2 games. Pre-season, again, with the sliders being used. It was good, but it weren't as good as this because we were trying to find out what we were doing. I was changing them game by game. But yeah, they seem to be in a good place at the moment. I'm really happy with it. I'm having to think a lot more in the games about how to break teams down now. And so far in this one, I've not actually managed that yet, which is worrying. And oh dear. Oh no, no, no. And I'll tell you what's worrying right now, and it's not the sliders. I cannot believe that we've just conceded, and conceded like that. That is literally, guys, their first or second attempt on goal in, what, the 75th minute nearly? And we are 1-0 down after being so on top. I was only just on about the fact that we beat them every time we played them last season without conceding a goal. Well, it has been mighty bloody difficult to score against them today, and we're now 1-0 down with 15 minutes left, and the whole complexion of this game has just really changed. We haven't got to do too much different really, because we have been on top and we have been playing really well. We've just really, well, we needed to score before, but obviously now we're behind. We really need to score now. And to make things worse, I did notice earlier in the game that a graphic popped up saying that Celtic were 2-0 up. So yeah, we definitely need a goal if we're not going to lose ground on them already. And I am talking about us in the title race at the moment. I don't know if the season's going to pan out that way, but obviously we can only go off last season, and we ended up pretty close to them last season. So yeah, that's got to be the aim when you finish second, is to just go that one better, right? And that's what we're going to try and do. But that's for a long way down the line. At the moment, we've got 5-6 minutes to find an equaliser, and since they've scored, it's not. We're not looking like doing so. I've gone from really enjoying this now to I can't remember how it finished. As you've noticed, I've not cut anything. I've let this second half just run. Well, from the hour mark, I've let it run. So I genuinely cannot remember how this finishes. But we've got 2 minutes left to try and do something here. Thomas has turned well there, and just as I say that, he puts it straight in the back of the net. Come on. Oh man, we needed that. That would have been such a bad start to the season, even after beating Rangers, to have lost already. But man, oh man, Thomas has pulled us out of a hole there. And can we now go on and win it, maybe? Oh, man, relief. Genuine relief there, guys. We've got 2 minutes left now of injury time. We need to win the ball back, and we need to go quick when we do. We normally play these out from the back, but I think we should just boot this one. We do that. Oh, okay. And it's over, just like that. At least we didn't lose, I suppose. But that is a frustration to have not won this game. We absolutely dominated it for 80 of the 90 minutes, probably. And I mean dominated it as well. We was playing such slick, good stuff. But unfortunately, that is football, that is sport. That's why we all love it so much. You just don't know what's going to happen. And unfortunately, today we couldn't get all the points, but at least we've took something away from the game. And credit to Hamilton as well. They held firm while we were dominating and peppering their shots, their goal with shots. They held out well. They got their goal when they made their chance. So, yeah, fair play to them. But it was definitely more down to our poor finishing, not winning that one. And we've got now a game against Motherwell. We struggled against Motherwell last season. We got our first ever loss as Kilmarnock manager against them. Our thing has been drawn. Our playoff round fixture for the Europa League. I completely forgot about that. I don't really recognise the team that we're playing against. I'm gonna be honest about that. So yeah, I can't say whether we've got a good chance or not. But yeah, the next game up is actually Motherwell, and like I said, they handed us our very first ever loss as Kilmarnock manager. We beat them 1-0 the game after, and then in the third game of the season that we played against them, we only managed a 1-1 draw. So yeah, nothing to be took for granted in this game whatsoever. We have to, for my money, I don't know if I was thinking this at the time or not, but have to play our strongest team in this one and not worry too much about the Europa League qualifier. And we'll see whether I did that or not with these highlights. I'm not too sure why I went for the highlights here. Maybe it was the length of the recording that I'd done. But yeah, I don't know how we got on, really can't remember, so I'm going to enjoy watching this with you guys. We got a near miss there, that was unlucky. Ince was unlucky earlier as well, just the wrong side of the post. And like I said, the score is 1-1 and a draw in the last 3 meetings with Motherwell. So there you go, Ince puts one in for us there. He's playing really well at home for us at the moment, isn't he? That's 3-2 at home for him. Free kick here as well in the 73rd minute. The fact that it skipped to 73 minutes already, maybe I chose to show the highlights because the game wasn't that good. That would make sense. It wouldn't be the first time I've done that. That is a great little 1-2 there. He's spun back as well, and he's gone for the shot. Oh, it's actually gone in as well. It didn't look like it was gone in from that angle, but there we go. Nice 2-0 win to round off the episode against Motherwell. And I will see you all in the next one, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Really enjoyed being back on this. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye, guys.